Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I am Sobat Nurhanida from class 05SIGE004. And yeah, how are you friends? I hope everyone is doing well. Well, it's a great to be able to share a story with you guys today. This time, I will discuss a romantic movie full of surprises, Irish wish, with some elements, cultural elements, as well as social issues that exist in this movie. Curious how it goes? Stay tuned, we'll discuss it further. Okay, I want to tell you synopsis film Irish Wish. The actual story of the movie Irish Wish tells the story of a woman named Maddie whose life changes dramatically when she makes a wish to find true happiness. And her wish is miraculously granted when she attends her best friend's wedding in Ireland. In a journey filled with magical occurrences, Maddie is trapped in the role she dreamed of, but must also face the emotional and moral consequences of her decisions. The movie depicts Maddie's journey in discovering the meaning of true love, destiny, and self-acceptance. There are several literary elements in this movie. The story uses a miracle and a wish-based plot structures, where Maddie faces internal conflicts of self-doubt and discovery, as well as external conflicts with the people around her. As for the themes and characters, the main themes are the search for true love, the importance of sacrifice for the happiness or others, and the understanding of the meaning of destiny. And the characterizations played by Maddie is described as a complex character with a significant development from someone who tends to hesitate to an individual who is confident in her choices. And the next cultural elements, furthermore, in Irish traditions, the film shows elements of Irish culture through the use of traditional music as well as typical dances during the scenes where Maddie and James take shelter in one of the cafes when they are caught in a very heavy rain. Local festivals are an important part of the story setting. As for the local settings, Ireland with its beautiful natural scenery such as cliffs, countryside, and ancient castles provides an authentic atmosphere that supports the development of the story and reflects the richness of the local culture. This scene is during the shootings of Maddie and Paul's wedding photos. Then the film also utilizes Irish myths such as magic and luck to strengthen the magical elements in this story. And the point is that the characters Maddie in the movie Irish Wish faces social pressures and expectations from the surrounding society to conform to traditional norms. especially with regard to marriage and the gender roles. In many cultures, women are often expected to marry at a certain age or live a life that conforms to societal standards, even though it may go against what they truly want for their personal happiness. Mimi Maddie as the main character feel these pressures due to her complex situations. And she loves her best friend, namely Paul, but has to watch Paul marry someone else. As an unmarried woman, she may also face society's view that marriage is an indicator of success or happiness. Maddie must face the dilemma between living a life that conforms to society's expectations or following her own inner voice. Yeah, that really makes sense. But the next through the journey in the story, Maddie eventually realizes that true happiness cannot be obtained by complying with social expectations alone, but by understanding what is truly important to her. This becomes a reflection of how social pressures often influence individuals, especially women, in making decisions that should center on their personal happiness and well-being. What is and the next I think is family and friends. Expectation often reflect social values and norms such as their desire for Maddie to be happy and following a life path that is considered ideal or normal, such as getting married and having a stable life. However, in her struggle, Maddie finds that this path may not align with what she really wants or who she really is. Maddie's journey in this film emphasizes the importance of listening to one's own conscience, even if it means going against the grain of social expectations by exploring what is truly important to her. Maddie learns to know more about her identity, including her deep values and desires. This shows that self-discovery is a complex process and often requires courage to choose a path that is different from is expected by others. And the next, this film message of these issues is that true happiness can only be achieved when one is true to oneself and lives according to one's personal desires and principles, not just to fulfill the expectations of others. The next social issue is equality and respect for individual freedom to make life choices without being influenced by gender-based discriminations or social status. Maddie, as the main character, may face situations where societal expectations or social pressures try to place her in traditional roles that are often restrictive, especially as a woman. For example, there is an expectation that women should marry at a certain age, a gene based on age, and there could also be the wishes of her family or could also live a live a life according to traditional norms, even if it is at expense of Maddie's personal desire of happiness. And the movie implicitly conveys the message that all individuals, regardless of gender or social status, are entitled to make decisions that reflect their personal desire and values. Maddie shows that respecting individual choices, including the choices to pursue true love, personal freedom, or a different life path, is an important form of equality. And equality in this context also means removing stereotypes or traditional boundaries that tend to hold people back based on gender roles or social hierarchies. The film invites viewers to reflect on how society can better support and respect the right of individuals to determine their own lives without the pursuit to conform to rigid expectations or irrelevance to their happiness. And again, with the film, the message is simple but powerful. One's happiness and freedom should not be limited by social norms or discriminations, but rather should be based on respect for their choices as equal individuals. And the final analysis. In conclusions, the movie Irish Wish conveys a profound message of self-discovery, equality, and the importance of listening to one's own conscience. Maddie's characters portrays the struggle to find true happiness amid social pressures and social expectations. But again, especially in relations to gender roles and traditional norms. Through her emotional journey, the film emphasizes that every individual has the right to make life choices that reflect their personal desire and values without being limited by gender-based discriminations or social status. The the main takeaway message is the equality and freedom of choices is everyone's right, and true happiness can only be achieved when one lives according to one's own identity and desires, not just to fulfill the expectations of others. So, the most important thing is to be yourself and always be grateful. And the next, thank you for your attention for me, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.